Let's record this to the cloud in case anybody wants to know. We are recording now, just so I don't accidentally forget to hit record. So if anybody watches this recording and is kind of like, oh, they recorded some useful stuff at the beginning. I really did that, eh?
Hey.
I can't see you, Victoria. Is that on purpose? Okay. Isn't that great? I feel so happy to have this book right now. I'm like, but truth is, I don't think I'll ever read the hardcover because I'm so involved in audiobooks now that I never really read anything anymore.
I got like 10 pages in, I gave up. Now I'm putting them down.
I really love audiobooks because I can work in Kajabi and I can listen, right? And then every now and then I just stop and take a note. And it's great because it doesn't seem to interrupt my workflow. So I'm almost done here. How did this look? I'm just going to check something really quick. Leave, go preview. Okay, so how do I share this now?
Oh, wait. I think I introduced you to Heidi Angel.
Awesome!
Like a couple weeks back.
You did. Then I totally have a referral gift for you. I don't know why I didn't realize that. How did I not realize that?
Heidi, are you creating your online courses?
I am creating content. Yes.
There it is.
Yeah. We're working on my brand and my message and my vision and stuff like that right now, but we're getting there.
Perfect.
Okay. So I have something for you guys to get this started off today. Today's going to be really informal compared to last week. Last week, I just really wanted to get everybody to introduce themselves and stuff. Today, I do have some structure, but I really want you guys to be able to not only get value today, but to give a little bit of value, because I think the whole point of a mastermind is for all of us to share what we're really good at. So I've put a link in the chat there. This is a really quick thing that I created right before this. So it doesn't look fantastic. I doubled a couple of lines. I don't really care. I just wanted to get your guys' answers on this. And it's a new thing that I'm trying right now called Google Forms. And this is my first time using it. So thank you. If it doesn't work out, thank you for being patient with me ahead of time. So this is just a really quick thing for you guys more than anything, because I want everybody to create a group that works for everybody. I really want it so that we all, not just you guys, but me too, all feel like coming back here and getting and giving value. And so it becomes a free resource that has immense value, maybe even more value than some of the stuff we might be getting from the coaches that we're paying, because I know all of us are paying coaches. So in this questionnaire, I really want you guys to look at what you really want to get out of this, because although I'm kind of taking a leadership role right now, that is not the intent. If that's not what the group wants, that is awesome for me too, because I would like to take an equal part in the group. So in that, I did ask about whether or not you guys think that you want to have a group leader. I would like to put out there that I want to put it on the table that if you do want a group leader, I don't want it to just be, I'm the leader of the group. I want to put that to vote and, you know, for us to really think about that and strategize so that it's something really clear and good for everybody. And if you have anything that you're struggling with in your business right now online that Kajabi might solve, I really want you to put that in the what you want to get out of this. Because if I can give you guys those tools, that's where I'm going to come in and add my value. So if you think, though, that there's something in here, you heard that maybe we might go over this a little bit today. You heard that maybe Thomas might be really good at helping you structure your day and your timeline because you're having a hard time organizing that, which he is phenomenal at doing, by the way. And so maybe part of what you put in the what do you want to get most out of the group comes from that. Now that I know Thomas does that, I really want to get that out of the group. So maybe you guys want to leave this open and submit it at the end of our meeting today, because you might have other ideas you want to add to this. If anybody doesn't want to do this, it is not an obligation. None of the stuff we do in this group is an obligation. So having said that, so we talked a lot about our brand last time, everybody, or ourselves last time. We kind of just touched on the Tony Robbins and how we got here and stuff. But I got some amazing responses, and I'm not going to tell you guys who won until the end, but I got some amazing responses from you guys on what you were going to add in value to your clients. And so is there anybody in the room that meant to submit but didn't get to and really feels regretful of that? I saw it, Thomas. I knew you were going to say that. So, Thomas, I mentioned that because I knew you might raise your hand, and I want to put it out there that I think you would have won it. And I know, and in all fairness, I'm
We'll
going to
share the love to other people.
Well, I want to put out there to the group that I think that Thomas is going to have a huge value to you guys. And that's why I mentioned that, because I think that what he can bring to the table to everybody here is going to be like, you know, massive value. So Thomas, thank you for taking part in the group. I really appreciate it.
No problem. You're welcome.
So, in your guys' brand right now with this group, I just really want you, just in a quick sentence, just for like 1 minute, just to tell us what you think you're going to bring to the table that can help everybody that's working in Kajabi and wanting to monetize their online business. Kelsey, do you want to go first for me? Hi, by the way.
Hi. What can I bring to the table? I feel like in terms of building businesses, I've built multiple businesses. Like I said, I have a yoga retreat center in Costa Rica. I now have an outdoor gear company that we've been working on for 5 years to build it to, to this place. And now I'm doing an online course. So I've built multiple differences in all different areas. And I feel like in terms of, being able to brainstorm ways of how to take an idea and actually build it into a business that can create an additional income stream for you. I think I can add value and help in that area.
Awesome. And I really concur with that. And thanks for going first, Kelsey. I actually wanted you to go first because in the response videos that were provided for the contest that I was doing, I really got the impression that you are very confident with your content and what your value is. And that's not easy for everybody. So thank you for taking the lead and then giving everybody else a little bit of time that might not know what to say quite so easily. It might take them a second. So thank you. I just knew you were ready to give that answer first. So you are appreciated. Thank you for being here. I'm excited. Maybe all of us will be able to meet at some point at your retreat center.
Absolutely. That would be great.
Can you tell us a little bit about your center?
So Anna Meyer Resort is 7 years old, 7.5 years old. It's in Montezuma, Costa Rica, and it's very much like a boutique hotel. For half of the year, we do week-long yoga retreats for 7 days. They run from Saturday to Saturday, and you can go and you can do yoga and adventure or yoga and surfing retreat or just pure yoga, or you don't have to do yoga actually at all. But we have 2 amazing yoga decks that overlook the ocean. And then for the other part of the year, we do yoga teacher trainings. So they usually last for 3 to 4 weeks. Normally we do them for 4 weeks. This year we're starting to do a 3-week yoga teacher training to see how that goes. And we have 30 students who come from all over the world, and they spend that month with us. And at the end of the month, if they graduate, then they become yoga instructors. And what that allows us to do is for months like October, for example, when it's raining the majority of the month and we don't have a lot of tourists, where most of the local businesses are shutting down for the month, we're at full occupancy with a bunch of students from around the world who want to become yoga instructors. So it's a stunning. We sit up on a cliff and we overlook 270 degrees of ocean coastline. It's just stunning. And I would love to do a mastermind retreat there sometime.
Wow. Well, I'm in for that. You plan something and I'll move mountains to make that happen. I don't know about these guys, but I'm up for Costa Rica. I have to ask one question though. Are the spiders as big as I imagine?
They can be.
This is laughing pretty hard there. They can be.
They can be pretty big. Usually during rainy season, they come out, but I've never experienced a tarantula in my room. We also have a house there, so I've never had to deal with a tarantula or a big spider in my house, but I have seen them at night. Tarantulas come out at night, and when you're driving along the road, your headlights will catch them and they'll run across the road.
I'm very frightened. That was scary, just saying.
They won't hurt you.
Okay, well, I will be brave and go to the retreat anyways. How's that?
We'll go during the time of the year where there won't be ample tarantulas. How about that?
Yes. And I'll still wear duct tape around the bottom of my pants, and we'll make sure nothing gets in there. Heidi, how are you doing?
Good. Doing really well. Yeah.
I can see. Thank you so much, Kelsey, by the way. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, my pleasure.
So in trying to answer this question of what my value is over the last week, I've been paying attention to what people tell me about myself, because I have a really hard time putting it into words. So I've had this experience, like, I don't know, 4 times in the last week.
Wow.
Where somebody has said to me, holy crap, I never looked at it that way before. And now I know exactly what I need to do. And I can't wait to get started. So, that's basically what I do, as I listen to what people have, their conflicts. Usually it's something, I just got off the phone. It was a coaching session. I'm in the Robbins Madonna's training to get life coach certified. And she said to me over the phone, she was talking about her business, and she's a real estate broker or whatever, real estate agent. She's been doing it for 30 years. And when people come to her and they say, you're so great, you do such a good job, I value you so much, I trust you so much, she freaks out in her head, and she gets really stressed out. And then she gets so stressed out that she doesn't even want to do the job anymore. And she's in this cycle now where she's thinking about not doing that job anymore. And I hear the words coming out of her mouth, and it's like a drill, like a surgical laser, and I just go right in for the root of it, whatever I'm hearing. So I said to her, so let me ask you if this is true for you. I said, when people tell you how great you are and how much value you bring, I said, do you think they're telling a lie, and that now you have to try to prove that they're telling the truth because you don't really believe what they're saying? And she was like, yeah. I think she thought I was going to ask her about her level of stress and her work or something about that, and it just comes to me really fast. So that was the most recent example. And then I told her what to do. And this was a lot in part because of the Law of Attraction series that I just went through. But I said to her, I said, here's your homework assignment. I said, what you need to do is you need to start collecting evidence that what people are telling you is true. And you need to start collecting evidence of your worth, because you need to prove it to yourself. You already have all of this, and what they're saying to you is true. And now you need to prove it, that what they're saying is true. Anyway, she was so excited about that. And this is what I live for. I absolutely love doing that. So I still am struggling with how to put that into words other than giving you an example. Go ahead.
Can I add something, Heidi? Because I've been able to work with Heidi for a little while now. And there's been a few times where Heidi has really made me think too. It was great because we were having this coaching session, and just like she'd notice something or I would say something and she would ask me a question, and I found myself almost feeling bad that I had charged her for that coaching session because I got some value out of what she said. So it is very hard to put into words. I can see why you're struggling there,
Yeah.
You and I are going to get better at pinpointing what that actually means in your brand. I think that's some of our work together.
Yeah.
And another thing that I think Heidi is really great at, and she's going to be able to contribute to this group, is she is a great writer and content creator. So some of the things that maybe some of you might be struggling with just building and writing content, you might find copying what she's doing will help you. So I'm sure along the way, we'll all be sharing the background of our content with each other as we upload it into Kajabi and whatever. So it'll be great. You guys will be able to take advantage of watching that as she does it.
And I have 20 years experience in the fitness field. So any questions about any of that stuff, I could tell you that in my sleep. So
She's a tank. Thank you so much, Heidi.
yeah.
Okay, Thomas, it's like I already said everything. Like I set the stage for you at the beginning by telling everybody what you were like. But this is Thomas Wang from Think Exceptionally.
Is my logo still there? Oh, it is. Awesome. So what are we doing again?
Just tell us what you think you can add to the group.
Sure. So after UPW last year, Tony Robbins really ignited a burning fire within me that has not gone away. I like to consider myself the top 1% because Tony says out of the 8,000 people in the room, only about 80 of you will really take the content to heart and explode with it. And ever since then, ever since really that definitive moment where he really just transforms you, I became a coach, a speaker, a writer, a blogger, make tons of videos. I'm all over. I have tons of energy. And I guess the question to hone down to what I can provide is what Angel was saying earlier. About a month after UPW, I sat down and I created multiple programs that are definitively my own. And then I applied it to myself on a day-to-day basis where I can see beyond the confines of a typical 24-hour period. It's kind of hard to explain until you jump into one of my programs, but I've broken the boundary of the normality of 24 hours of a day, where I'm producing 5-10 times more than what I used to in the same 24-hour period, which is super essential to success, to building your foundation, to attaining your goals and your vision. And a lot of the times there's just core fundamental principles that people keep falling back to. They're almost like tripping constantly on a day-to-day basis, and they don't see themselves. And then the hours goes by, and then the days goes by, and then the results aren't there. So what I can provide to this group is essentially that platform I've built to help you guys really I was actually filling out the form earlier, hold each other accountable. So if we say we're going to launch a course in 2 weeks, we're going to all launch a course in 2 weeks. Yes. In this platform to hold each other accountable. If it's, you're going to sell your first products by the end of the month, we're all going to get there together. And without this mastermind being here, I would literally have no one to, push it. We don't have the buttons being pushed on each other. You have your coach that you talk to once a week, twice a week. Then you have your friends and family that are like, good luck to you, let me know when it's done. Right. But then you need a group, but just a small group of people that will understand what you're going through and kind of learn from each other. So what I'll excel at, somebody else won't, and that will help each other there. What somebody else does really well, content creation. I think Heidi said it earlier, we bounce ideas off each other. That's ideally the goal of masterminds is to help each other and leverage the community to get to the actual goals by the actual deadlines. So.
Exactly. And be able to offset each other's skills. It's so great. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I know all of you have done some coaching. I've seen that because I've talked to all of you. Whenever I do coaching and I find myself and my own stuff kind of getting stagnant, it's always by talking to another amazing coach that I have my own breakthroughs. So having a level of friends like this, and it's great because, they say the circle of 5 and we have a few more than 5, which is really awesome. Those people that you can connect with like that can keep you elevated. I need that. I appreciate you guys right now more than I could ever describe in words. Thanks, Thomas. You're awesome. I'm curious, who is the 661 phone number that's here today?
That's me, Angel. Victoria.
Oh, hi, Victoria. You've got your name and then you have the 661. How about you go ahead then? Oh, there's 5 people in the room right now. That's a circle of 5. How perfect was that, right? Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't get on from my phone for some reason. And yeah, so just dial in and I'm looking at you guys through the desktop. So yeah.
Well, you're
Thanks
just
for having me.
You're just as beautiful when we hear you. So.
Oh, thank you. So we're talking about right now about what the value I can give
to
the
us.
group. Oh my God, that's tough one because I was talking to Angel the other day, and after our first call, oh my God, we have so great caliber of people in the group together. I can learn so much about it. I've been working with Angel just about a month, and the things that I did not know about me that she actually helped me to find out. So I'm really learning stage right now. But I don't know what to say. And
talk about what you know, because you're such a strong woman in business. And I think most of your brand is around helping people in business. And I think you have, because of your experience in real estate, you have knowledge that could serve all of us in sales and real estate and organization and accountability. And you're so organized with your content creation, and you have a ton.
Oh, goodness. I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk. Actually, I was going to talk about being accountability, showing up. That's one thing, because I like the group like this to share ideas and being vulnerable. Because sometimes we're not good enough and kind of hiding ourselves, try to improve ourselves, not knowing that. I think being vulnerable here, that there's no bad ideas, that, this is what I'm working on, I'm stuck in here. What do you see that where I can go? And I think just being vulnerable with each other, and I think we all trust each other. And under Angel's guides, I think we can all thrive well here. And I think that, like Thomas said, I think being accountable, showing up, and I think that's number one thing. And then we can go next step. And I think that'll be making a really great group here.
I am so proud to be a part of this group. You guys are all such strong leaders. And I've done a lot of workshops before, and it's not usually a room full of leaders like this. This is amazing. I'm just saying, I feel so happy to be here right now. Thank you so much, Victoria. Victoria has so much value that I think, and I hope that this isn't a negative comment. I mean this in a positive way, but I don't think Victoria is even fully aware of her value yet. I think maybe a little bit like Heidi hasn't quite reached that level of total awareness of how awesome they really are. Sometimes we're not quite there yet. And these two women are just phenomenally awesome, but I don't hear that very much in their language. They're always I don't know how to tell you how awesome I am yet. So we'll help them with that. That's part of what we're here for, right?
Yes.
So awesome. Okay, so some things that we really want to make sure we lay, you're welcome, Victoria, thank you. So some things that we want to lay the groundworks of is a rule set. So I already found that I felt a little disappointed. I can understand people not being able to attend sometimes. I get it. But if somebody's only coming once or twice a year, do we continue to let them in the group? What are the rules that we want to set for that?
Great question.
How do you guys feel about that? For you to feel like you can really trust the group, and for you to feel like you're not going to let us down by sometimes having to cancel, how many times do you need to be able to not be here too? You know what I mean? Because life needs to happen. If you're going to go meet Les Brown, you're not going to be here. If I'm doing an event in Florida, sorry guys, but I'm not going to be here. It's going to happen.
I think honestly, two out of the 4 times, every other week, 2 hours a week. Because if you don't have that, it's just like coaching systems, right? If you have a coach and you meet them once a week for half an hour, okay. If you meet them once every 2 weeks for half an hour, okay. But it's we'll talk once every 3 to 4 weeks, then it's there's so much happening. So I feel like meeting 2 out of the 4 calls would be the minimum.
I like that.
I agree.
Okay. So that's good, because I know some business owners that will be happy to come every other week because they can't give up Thursdays every week because of their client work, but maybe they could give up every other Thursday. So that's actually great. I think that will work well for
I'm not
everybody.
really giving up your Thursday. It's an hour.
I know, right? Is everybody in agreement?
I already have it on my calendar as a reoccurring event for like ever. So.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so
I had a comment about
Heidi, I had lag, so one sec.
Yeah.
She can turn it off like that? It's so cool. How do I do
Yeah,
that?
it helps with the lag, right? So that's why I was trying to go ahead, Heidi. I can hear you now. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
You can do stop video to do that. What I was going to say was, as far as accountability, one thing that really helps me, because there's a meeting that I'm involved in once a week, and they do rotating leaders. So I know you had brought up the question about, you know, maybe if someone else is going to be the leader but not me, but maybe we could have, you know, a schedule where each person gets a week.
I
You know,
love that.
or whatever, however long it takes to cover everybody. And that way you prepare for it, and then there's very specific content, and then, you know, you're the leader for that week. So obviously you have some stake in the group.
Do you guys want to take minutes of every group and rotate that responsibility as well?
Fine.
I wouldn't mind.
Okay. Thomas, do you want to take some notes for us for tonight?
Already did. Already
I
have
can
been.
tell. I was going to ask you to just be the permanent note taker, because I think you would anyways, but I didn't want to impose on you. But if you do feel like doing that, since you probably will anyways,
Yeah, right.
Don't feel obligated though. We can definitely alternate. So that's great. So who wants to do next week?
I'll do it.
Okay,
I can do
perfect.
next week.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll put Kelsey in week 2. We'll put Thomas in week 1. And who, so guys, I'm going to be gone on the week of the 20, wait, one sec. When's the event, Terry? The 18th. Next Thursday. Oh no, I'll be here for Thursday. I'm good. Never mind. Okay, so Thomas is going to do the 16th. And Kelsey is going to do the 23rd. And Heidi, do you want to go after that?
Sure.
And then we'll put Heidi in on the 30th.
Actually, Heidi, do you want to switch with me? Because I just realized I'm going to be in Japan, flying back from Japan that day on the 23rd.
Oh my
So
God,
I'll
that
miss
sounds like
meeting.
fun.
Sure.
What are you doing in Japan? Is it business?
Yeah, business.
Oh.
I leave on the 19th, and I'm coming back, I think, on the 24th.
You get to
Is
go
it
to
okay,
Japan
Heidi, if we
for
switch
business?
the 23rd and the 30th?
Yeah, tell us about that. Why are you doing, what are you doing?
I want to go to Japan for business.
Yeah, tell us what we can do to copy
Oh,
you.
Yeah, it's actually a very long story. It's a gig that I had back in my 20s that they keep bringing me back for. And I'm basically kind of an event facilitator for this construction equipment rental company that I used to when I was in my early 20s. It's a long story, but I went over on a modeling contract, and then I started teaching English on the side, and I started working for this company, and they just keep bringing me back. I call him my Japanese dad.
Oh my God, that is so cool. How great is that you get to travel like that? I don't know about everybody else, but I want to travel and work. Am I totally on, like, everybody's with me on that one? Yeah. What about you, Victoria?
And then
I totally agree.
My company, we now have a distributor as well. So
That is cool. Okay, that's perfect. So Victoria, want to go the week after that?
Sure.
Okay, so we've got.
Can you clarify, Angel, that what we doing for when we are in charge exactly?
Basically, you just want to get everybody masterminding, sharing. If there's anything that you think you can really add value, I would suggest that on the weeks that we're each taking lead, that becomes a focus, right? That way, all of our strengths will get helped in each other. Like
Sounds good.
I didn't tell you guys my value, but I'm sure you already know it. But in case you don't, I have web value, I have graphics experience, I have sales experience, I have coaching experience, I have webinar experience. I also have health and fitness experience, and I'm a computer technician, a video gamer, an online streamer, and I know a lot
I'm not
about—
taking notes on that, by the way. It's just too much.
That's too much. It's just too much. I'm just here if you guys need anything. That's basically my value. Anything at all. I'm feeling really great about this meeting. It's been wonderful so far. I'm going to turn my video back on, hope that it doesn't lag. So is there anything else that you guys feel like we need to iron out in policy, right? Because I want to make sure that there's core philosophies and policies, and just we always know what the expectation is so that we can culture something that's maybe even something we can duplicate to help other people. Like if our group works, we could get another group started for other people and they could take the lead and do the same thing.
I definitely think people doing homework. So like if we're discussing something as a team and everyone should take a look into it by the next meeting, that would help. It's almost like we're all just coaching each other. And if there's things to follow up with that we can all talk about, like, oh, what did you think about that we implemented together? That would drive the conversation a lot more. I mean, we couldn't not do homework and everyone just does their own thing and just says, what they're learning about it. But
yeah, no, I like that idea, because the homework we could make sure that our homework is something that actually will in the end be possibly something that leads to money, right? Yeah. So that we're not just doing the normal self-help thing. Maybe it's something that's content focused so that we all come out with a piece that we could sell, or something that actually creates more monetization. Because the whole goal to this is we're all really powerful leaders. And for me, although money is really important, don't get me wrong, it's not about the money, it's about the resources to get the message out there. So if we are building I did that for the lag, by the way, guys. If we're building resources together and we're really focused on building resources together to get our messages out there, then we're going to build something really sustainable for ourselves. The money will follow if we're really focused on resource building and connecting. So if in meetings, we're always leaving with something that adds to our resource pool, then we're going to walk away stronger. And that's really the point, right? Is to build those resources. It's kind of like the analogy that I always give people, and I wrote in my book, so don't take it and write it in your book. But if I told you guys to build a picnic table and I gave you really crappy wood with a rubber mallet and some rusty nails, it doesn't matter how good you are at building picnic tables, you're going to build me a really crappy picnic table. But if I gave you really nice materials and plans and tools and a garage, and it was heated, and I gave you a helper and I gave you videos and everything that you needed, you would know nothing about picnic tables and you would still be able to build me a really nice picnic table compared to the other. And so if we can come here and give each other tools and then walk away actually having homework that adds to our tool set, kind of like as a guideline, homework has to actually add value to the tool set so that we're not wasting our time, we'll always not regret the homework. The homework will be exciting.
I like that, Angel. If I can just add to that, because I mean, we're all entrepreneurs. We always want to learn and grow. And there's certain things that all of us want to learn, certain areas. Mm-hmm. And some of us may not know already. Let's say, for example, the Instagram paid ad. Some of us may be good at it. I'm learning myself on Facebook group ad right now, and also how to do webinar. Things that maybe Heidi might be already good at, maybe having those kind of polls that what we know already and what we're working on, maybe then have all of us need to learn certain things. Maybe then following week and to see, what did you guys find out? What did you like about it, dislike it about it, that kind of thing. Because I think that, because social media is so intricate in our business right now that, it's Facebook is so cheap to advertise right there. and what we're able to grow. I think there's something we can pull into what we already know, what we don't, what we want to learn more, then it can pulling in. Then if the pressure is a little bit there, because we need a little pressure to learn something to grow, then I'll be more like, you know, I'll be in charge of this part that what I learned, I want to share with you. That's something that I like to be doing that, and maybe some of us maybe just someone suggest that.
I'm following your idea, Victoria. So if we all let's say we all want to learn a little bit about Facebook ads, we could actually all commit to coming to the table with at least three things we learned about Facebook ads. And then we can all implement those strategies together in the following week and then measure our success together and fix what's not working. That's what I have a really hard time with in my advertising for myself. I'm very focused on my clients' advertisements more than my own. My own, I don't tend to go back and measure the progress. And I think that this group could help me to do that. So is everybody right now in a position of needing Facebook ads? Yeah? Kelsey?
Yep.
Thomas, you definitely are going to need that for your $7 download.
Yeah. In the future. Yes. Very, very soon.
Yeah. So, okay, Thomas, you're going to be guiding the meeting for next week. Why don't the rest of us gather 3 things that we can learn about Facebook ads for the week? And I will do my best to get the Kajabi information for you guys of that, so that you guys are ready to actually implement that stuff in Kajabi. Have you done Facebook ads using Kajabi yet, Kelsey? I don't know anything about your Kajabi.
No, I haven't. I haven't. I've done 1 round of Facebook ads for my course, and then we tested a bunch. We're revamping it, and then we're going to be doing it again in the next week or 2. So this is actually perfect timing.
Oh, good. Perfect. Okay. So is there anybody that already has a wealth of resource on Facebook ads that we should know about? Okay.
I've tried a lot. I don't have a whole lot of success.
Oh, good. That's good, because now we know what not to do.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So there's a guy his name is Dan Henry. He specializes in just Facebook ads.
Cool.
And he has a Facebook ad that tells you how to use Facebook ads.
Yeah, I've seen another marketer that does that. His name is Zach.
Yeah. So I haven't purchased any of Dan's things yet, but the way he markets, like once you opt in, he's got to be running Thinkific or Kajabi, because he sends 5, daily email structure, the same format. He pitches he calls it Pixel Hero, which is a program that he teaches that he values at 200. He's selling it for 37, but it goes basically on the back end on how you structure your Facebook ads utilizing Facebook pixels to optimize your ad spend, so you're spending little money for an intense amount of conversion. That's a goal. You don't want to spend, So he's done it, and he's moving into, I think he's at 7 figures right now of generated income. But just like people like that, I'll look into him more for sure, but there was no mastermind telling me I should, so I never did.
Well, I've had really good success with Facebook ads, but I wasn't writing the content and I wasn't doing that stuff in the background. My clients had other people doing that stuff. So I didn't get to be a part of that process, which was very sad for me. So I've seen the power of Facebook ads, and I know they can very much work.
Yeah.
And some of you have done my exercise that I have on a web page that is different lines that you can use to market your product effectively. And that is really going to help us with the Facebook ads. So I do already have a resource there that's going to help us. So I'll give you guys access to that at the next meeting when we go over what we've actually come to the table with. And what that's going to do, that was something I learned with Frank Kern, and I put it into my own content to share with you guys, my clients, but you guys. And so on that, it's going to give you different lines, and then you're going to fill in the blanks with your own brand, and it's going to get you very comfortable with the language of sales in your Facebook ads. And then you'll be able to envision people actually clicking on that because they'll be drawn to it. So that will be a huge help. Okay. So I guess all of us, Victoria, you wanted to say something.
Actually, I'm testing my Facebook page ad right now for next 7 days. So I'm testing one of my page, one for going into my blog site to driving the traffic. I just need to convert that into collecting email address. So probably I can share that with the next week what the results on that.
Cool. And that's just to your blog right now.
I have a 2 page right now. One that going into my blog site, and the one that going to my health tips Facebook page. That I'm going into more people coming into my page. So I just learned it just a few days ago about Facebook page ad from Vince Reed. So I'm just exactly following what he's telling us to do, something new.
So I just need to share this with you guys because when I heard what Victoria had on her like page, I just about fell on the floor. She paid somebody who managed to build this for her. She doesn't even really know how, but now we need to help her utilize it. Her like page has 28,000 likes on it.
Wow.
Right? So she has some kind of a magic thing that she doesn't even understand yet. We're going to try to help her understand it so we can understand it because that's powerful. That's powerful. Whatever that person did, I want a piece of that pie.
I am good at delegating. When it comes to technology, I'm really acting like a dumb, and I'm really dumb at it. I like to bring the opportunity and ideas what's gonna help for the business, but I mean, I've been in my life to always have assistant, so I like to utilize it. That's what John, my friend in Philippines, he did, and I'll ask him because he's doing the work doing the ad. He's doing it right now. So I told him, this is something that Vince asked me to do it in the whole group and a membership. Why don't you watch it? You tell me what you're going to do. So he just sent me today, Victoria, this is what you're going to do for next few days, 7 days, $5 a day. So great. Let's see what happens. So I'll talk to him and see what he has done and what could help us. And I need to understand it too.
Yeah, that would be great. And if you guys ever do want to bring a guest into our mastermind, I don't know about you guys being okay with this, but I would be okay with that. Like 100%. And we can kind of just interview that person, pick their brain for however, if they're going to add immense value to the group, I'm totally game for that. It's better than having to translate the info, right? If they're going to spend an hour with you and then you're going to spend an hour with us, maybe they should just come spend an hour with all of us.
Right.
So I have connections
to
probably bring in.
Mm-hmm. I'm up for it. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Awesome. Wow, this is awesome. My brain's full. How about you guys? Thomas is like, yeah, my hands are tired. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so do you guys feel like you're ready to submit that form now?
Where is it? I don't see it.
I will give you a link.
Is it in the chat?
Yes, but it's okay.
In the one day.
The last question you had on the form was write what you think important in our group vision mission statement. I don't know what that question means.
So write what you think is important is important in our group. So just basically, if you think that our mission statement should clearly say that we are always, like the things we talked about, the homework, that's kind of a policy. If we're going to give homework, it has to be something that's actually adding tools, right? Adding value, adding resources. If we have rules to follow and we start using a format repetitively, we're just going to increase our results exponentially. So anything you guys have that's going to add value to this, I'm going to pull it all out and kind of mix the info so that you guys can see what you guys place as like a big picture, and you can tell me if you like what you see.
Okay, I'll fill out the form.
Cool.
That's probably done. Yeah. Awesome.
And the Google Forms that I'm using is a little bit expensive because I'm really paying $10 a month just for that. It gave me a lot of other stuff though that you guys might want to use, but it's really cool because you can grab in Kajabi, we can grab the code from this page and it's just an embedded form. So it will show up as your branded page of Kajabi with this form in the middle of it, and it's beautiful. I should have put it in a web page to show you guys before I came in. I didn't even think about it.
I submitted the form.
Yeah, me too.
I'll work on it. Can I totally interrupt for 1 second? Because I don't want to forget something.
I think Angel.
She froze.
I'm back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my internet is really, I think I need to call my internet provider. I think it's actually just on my side. How is everybody feeling about today's meeting?
Okay. Can I interrupt real quick for a sec? Kelsey said, when she said what she said about her retreat, I feel compelled to share one of my vision slides with her. If I click on share screen, will that show you what's on my desktop? Okay, let me try that real quick. Oh, how cool is this? All right, share screen. So there you have it. I would love to lead a workshop at your retreat.
It looks just like it. Oh my God, that's so cool. I saw the pictures of her place. Seriously. If you saw what her place looks like, you'd be like, wow, that's the place I put on my vision board.
Yeah. So I just had to share that. Thank you.
That's so cool. That is really cool.
How do I get it back to not share screen? Do you know?
There is a button. I think it goes up to the top right or something. I don't know. It's really confusing.
Oh, no.
I gave you one more link. Don't worry, Heidi. It's okay. Take your time. I gave you guys one more link there at the bottom. That's just to show you. It says calendar. I just took an old page that I made and I just put the form in so you guys could see what it would look like.
All right.
So you guys can all do this in your Kajabi. You just create a static page and you put it in as an iframe.
You make it sound easy.
I know.
Yeah. So am I back?
I just did it in like 2 seconds. It is easy. I'm just joking. Okay. It's probably a little bit more complicated the first time you set up your website, but if all your website is set up, it's really easy. How far have you gotten inside of Kajabi, Kelsey?
So I have an 8-week course, and I just actually launched week 7 live today. 1 more week to go. And so I have a landing page for my course, and created offers, etc. So I've gotten fairly far into it. My website is not based in Kajabi. But right now it's really about just figuring out the course, sending out announcements, building up the mailing list, and all of that.
If you want to send me your links to, I'm sorry guys, I can't be on video. It's just freezing. If you want to send me your links to look over your stuff and give you any pointers, like easy stuff that would be no stress to kind of tweak and stuff, I'd be happy to do that.
Be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, just send me your links over on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, guys, drum roll, please. We get to announce the winner. And the winner is Kelsey. I have to say, Kelsey, congratulations. So, I wish my video wasn't frozen.
Oh, that's so exciting.
So you get to choose. You can either have an audio version of Unshakable or a hardcover version. Were you the one that won the book in the other meeting as well?
I already have the hardcover. I love the audio.
Who won the book in the first one? Was it you or Kristen?
I did. So yeah, it was me. So if you would like to do another draw for the book, I'd like to present my first, you know, book that I won to someone else in the group.
Yay! Okay, so I'll let you draw that however you want to.
Okay. How am I going to do that? Let me think.
Thomas, I love you.
You're like throwing her under the bus. It's like, all right,
I know.
let's do something.
I just didn't feel like it. I already had fun giving stuff away.
Okay. So we have, okay.
She's going to do something
So-
fun, I can tell.
Angel, pick a number between 1 and 30.
1 and 30.
Yeah.
13.
Thomas.
I knew you were going to say that somehow, you know? I just knew it. The law of attraction brought him that book today. And do you want the digital?
I got that book, but didn't you say last week it's like all the feminine like cover and stuff, right?
Nope, she just gave you a copy of Unshakable.
Oh.
So you get digital, so audio, or hardcover. It's up to you.
I got the hardcover, so I'm an audio guy as well. So I listen to like 20 audiobooks versus when I read one book, it's like I consume 20 audios.
Me too.
That's my ratio right now.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so you just let me know on what medium you would like it. Probably iTunes, I imagine, right?
I use Audible by Amazon.
Okay, perfect. So could you send me, I'll figure it out.
Sure.
I'll figure it out. And I'll get that to you tonight or tomorrow. And so, Kelsey, I have your mailing address in Kajabi, right?
Yeah.
Is she frozen?
No, she's good.
Is it me?
Oh, am I frozen? Here.
No, we're all good.
The internet just lagged right out.
Can you hear me now?
Well.